Alright, one big mistake that I see beginners to startups make all the time is they build their startup outside of Silicon Valley. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why that is a huge mistake and how to fix it. Hey friends, it's me here from a Startup Accelerator program. Now before I dive into this point, I do want to acknowledge that there are exceptions to every rule. And this rule is no different. There are exceptions where people have built amazing startups outside of Silicon Valley. And they've gone on to raise tons of money and have great success. But those are the exceptions, not the norm. Now, what I've seen over the last 10 years, working with hundreds of different startups, is that most of the startups that come out of Silicon Valley do better than the ones that do UNT. Now, when I talk about Silicon Valley, I don't just mean the city of San Jose or even just the whole Bay Area. I actually mean the whole culture and ecosystem of the world that is centered around Silicon Valley. Which now, by the way, is really expanding beyond just the United States. So we're talking about places like London, England, Tel Aviv, Israel. These are places that are becoming known for having a lot of tech talent and venture capital available. And so I think that if you are a founder, you should try to put your startup in one of these places. Why? Well, no. 1. You have access to more talent. Now, when it comes to building a startup, especially a tech startup, the most important thing that you need is good people. You need people that can help you build a product, that can help you market the product, that can help you sell the product. Silicon Valley has more of those people than any other place in the world. The Bay Area itself has over 800,000 tech workers. If you want to tap into that talent pool, you should be in the Bay Area. The second reason why you should consider building your startup in Silicon Valley is because there's more funding available. Now, the reality is, most startups, especially early stage startups, need money, right? They need money to pay employees, they need money to build products, they need money to pay for marketing and sales. And there's no place in the world that has more money available for startups than Silicon Valley. In fact, last year alone, nearly $32 billion was invested into Bay Area startups. That's more than the next 3 places in the world combined. So if you're a founder and you're looking for funding, you're going to have a much easier time doing it from Silicon Valley. And third, there's just more support. If you're a founder, you should be in an environment where other people support you and want to help you succeed. And I can tell you that from personal experience. Being a founder in Silicon Valley, everyone around me wants to help me succeed. People reach out to me all the time saying, "Hey, I'd love to help you. Do you need anything?" And I'm sure that happens everywhere. But I know for a fact that it happens a lot more in Silicon Valley. So my recommendation for you is if you're serious about building a startup, you should try to move to a place like Silicon Valley. You don't have to move there forever, but even just for a couple of months or a couple of years. If you're willing to make that commitment, I promise you, you will learn so much and meet so many amazing people. Now, again, there are exceptions to this rule. But those are the few reasons why I think you should build your startup in Silicon Valley. With that said, you should also realize that just being in Silicon Valley is not enough. Right? Just being in an environment like Silicon Valley will only take you so far. You still need to hustle. You still need to work super hard. You still need to be willing to sacrifice and go through all the motions of building a business. Being in Silicon Valley won't make your startup successful, but it can certainly help. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. Also, if you're ever in the Bay Area, make sure you swing by our co-working space. We have events almost every night of the week. So if you're in town, make sure you check it out. With that said, I'll see you guys next time.